Hello farmers, welcome back to Hazzard County. It is raining. Second day of spring. I have changed the number of days per season from 9 down to 6. But we're still in early spring here. I have gone down to the store and I bought some more seeds so we can finish seeding our oats, or sowing our oats. Yeah. So we can finish planting some oats over in that field. It's not going to take us too long. Over here, the grass has already germinated. I keep looking for traffic even though there's no traffic coming here. So, yeah, you can see growth is germinated, fertilized, 33%. So, the one thing I will need to do is buy a fertilizer spreader, or sprayer, or I need to find a way to put fertilizer down because it's 3 stages of fertilization in seasons. And the more grass, the better, for sure. We are going to spend a lot of cash and more equipment as the season goes along. But we'll try to buy it just when we need it. So, yeah, I also got figured out the contracts. I basically re-downloaded the file one more time and just, put it into my mods folder. And probably it was a combination of the implements I was using and stupidity. So I did already try it out. I got a contract in field 105, which is right here, and I bought the plow that we usually use, and I instead of bringing the Colti plow down, and it started to plow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the Colti plow down to see if that will accept it or not. But the one thing it still doesn't do, and there's a plow sitting there, is that plow right there by Kentucky Farmer. The field does not turn green like I've seen it on other maps. It's been a while since I played on Ravenport, but I think the field usually turns green when you take a contract on it. I wish it would turn green here because, it's a big map. There's fields everywhere. And then I would like to ask him, though, about the numbers, why the numbers are kind of... Some of them are together, and then... I don't know. But it all works out fine. So usually when you... take a contract in a field that turns green like this, so it kind of gives you access to the field. But that's minor things. So yeah, it is raining, but I do believe we should be able to finish seeding the field over here. Now, usually you can seed when it's raining out, but in Seasons 19, this is my first full go at it. I did a couple of quick episodes on Seasons when it first came out, kind of how-tos, which is kind of weird seeing that I haven't. Alright, we'll just skip and slide there a little bit. Since I really didn't play Seasons 19, I just kind of went by what 17 was like, and yeah, we're going to learn together. Especially with weeds and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, weeds are not going to take over the field completely. So can I see during the rain? I certainly can. That works for me. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll get this field done here. And then we'll be done seeding our own fields. Now, I'm pretty sure there'll be contracts coming up to say, seed this field, seed that field. When it comes down to it, I may have to do some kind of form of refill point. Going down to the store to keep refilling this, it would be a pain in the butt. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Today we're focused on, get this field sown with oats. So we're good to go there. And go down to field 105 and plow that field. Now, the question some of you may have is, so how is the loan interest going at midnight? Well, somewhere between $6,000 and $7,000. I kind of forgot the total. 6,000 something. So that's not too bad. That's like doing a couple contracts. I was looking at more contracts to do today, and I was looking at one like, oh, that one pays $17,000 to go ahead and plow that field, and the field is huge. It's like, all right, I don't know how I'm going to want to approach this here, because we are going to be spending a lot of cash buying equipment here and there as we go along. I don't want to buy it until I need it, because what's the point? I could buy it now, but I think it's fun just to buy it when we need it. That way I'm not buying everything in one episode, and then we don't buy nothing for weeks on end because I got everything I need. So we'll just buy it when we need it. But one of the things we will need is a fertilizer spreader. Now, our oat field here and our wheat field over there, well, I think we're fully fertilized. I'm just looking at the field. Did I miss a spot? Why does it look like I missed a spot up there, the way it was rendering in? Yeah, so I need to buy a fertilizer spreader. Soon, we will be buying sheep, and I am going to buy a trail. I think I want to buy an animal trailer. It's not that expensive, and it's going to be one I haven't used yet. It's on the modded hub on Giant's webpage, or when you load into the game. It's a pretty good, decent-looking trailer, and it holds all kinds of. It holds all the animals. I don't care about the pigs. I'm not doing pigs. I don't care how much anyone begs me. No, I'm not doing pigs. We might do horses. That'd be the last thing. But the first thing we're going to do is sheep, and then we'll go from there. If anything, it'd be chickens after that, and then possibly cows. But we're a ways off for being ready for cows. Cows would need a big grass field and another big field for silage. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of things that we would need. As for, there was a comment about the placeable garage that we put down. Yeah, that is a pain in the you-know-what. But I'm not going to be too worried about it because really, this is just a starter farm right here. So as the farm grows, I'll probably move the main house somewhere else. I'm not going to be too concerned about that garage and the field and all that stuff that's going on here. I know it's a kind of a bump that's kind of a pain, but it's going to be okay. That's just temporary for us. I mean, the garage will stay there. Might as well just keep it there because selling the garage is not going to get rid of the bump, and I can't terraform there either. As for the shed, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the shed. I would like to put another shed down, but that won't be today either. So with that dropped off, let's head down to field 105. So if you know about the bump, this is the bump that the shed put down. Yeah, if you're going fast speeds, it's a... Yeah, enough on that. But yeah, let's go ahead down to field 105. And we'll start plowing. I did look at some plows. I was trying to find a decent plow, and I didn't have much time to look at it today. So right now we're just going with this plow. And I know I keep saying I want to try to use different equipment, but some things I'm just falling back on right away. This tractor here, I wouldn't say I fell back in this one. We use it just a little bit on Mercury Farms. And now we're using it again. As for the Seadrill and the plow, well, yeah, that's been a mainstay since 19 came out, pretty much. Did I go past field 109, 105 already? No, I didn't. It's okay. That's what you get when you're not used to playing on a big map, and then you're going along. It's like, where is this field? Oh, it's okay. I haven't got there yet. All right, it's there. But it shouldn't take us too long to plow the field, but now that I know contracts do actually work on this map, it was either just, well, yeah, it's always my stupidity. I mean, let's face it. But I don't know if it had something to do with one of the files. I don't know. I thought it was possibly multiple contracts mod that was causing the problem, but it wasn't. Now this is an oddly shaped field. I don't have access to this land. I better. I already tried it. You can see down here where I tried. Let's go ahead and plow in these potatoes, I guess. He didn't get to them last season, wherever the farmer is, and of course they frosted over. Now, we were looking at the forecast, was it in last episode? The temperature is going to drop down to 37. Now, I got, ooh, that's not good. That's actually not bad. It's not actually freezing temperatures. Freezing's 32 in Fahrenheit. So, yeah, the temperature does drop. And this is how weeds grow in seasons. You can see that little patch of weeds just to the right. And if you still can't see it, I'll hop on out and if I can hit the right keys over here. Yeah, so this is how weeds grow in fields. So, yeah, it is different. You're just not going to be able to hire a worker to take care of weeds because he'll look at them like there's no weeds in the corner of the field. And meanwhile, you'll be like, there's patches everywhere. Just go ahead and take care of them. Yeah, so having a worker do it. And I don't know if you can even spray herbicide on a field with a worker because I don't know. I haven't tried it yet myself, but if there's no weeds there, I don't think he will weed the field, but I'm not going to worry about weeds in other people's fields. I'll just worry about weeds in our own field. But as of right now, since our crop, since I don't have to really get in the wheat field and oat field to fertilize, I may have to, though, at some point weed it. Getting another tractor that can put on narrow tires, I'm not in a rush to get that tractor. But at some point I probably will. Yeah, so we'll just, like I said, I think we'll just buy things as we need them. And I didn't show you buying it. Did I not lift up the plow? Apparently I did not. Can we... why is my plow not lifting up? Alright. Took a few tries, but we finally got it. So like even a field like this size here, now this plow is probably about, I would say almost 3 times as wide as another plow that I was interested in. And I'm like, yeah, that's just going to take way too long for the fields that we got around here. Now the other plows, I don't want to call them angle plows, but standard plows as probably would call it, as most people would use. Yeah, just that when you get to a corner of a field, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I've never been a big fan of those plows. So right now, yeah, we're back to using this implement. Oh, there, now the plow's going up and down like it should. So right now, as we got $750,000 loan from the bank, we're paying just shy of $7 grand per night. Now I will be digging into that loan more. I mean, of course, we don't have a harvester and header and trailer and all that stuff yet. And of course, soon we will have some sheep, which means if I got sheep, I am going to need a mower. But we're not going with a big M. I don't know if I want to go with a baler or a loading wagon. I'm not sure yet. Probably a baler is the best thing I could do, because if I have leftover grass, I could always do silage, but that means I have to buy a wrapper to do silage bales. But I shouldn't have to worry about that for at least until late spring, which is day 5. We're in day 2 of spring. So I would assume around day 5 is when grass is probably at a decent growth rate to go ahead and cut it. And I'm not going to worry about getting sheep probably until I'm going to wait until day 5 until I can actually cut some grass down, because I haven't really tested to see if the sheep will eat the grass in the field or not. Now they should be able to, but I'm just saying I don't know as for this field here. Not field, but this map. So if I do a couple contracts a day, that will help offset the loan interest I'm paying off at night. But of course I would like to, make a profit. So as for like chicken, which be like, well, you should be doing chickens. Yeah, I would like to do chickens, but I don't have no food. Yeah, I can buy the food, but that kind of cuts back on the point of having chickens to, I still would make money on them, but I think we'll wait until the fall to where we harvest our wheat and our barley. Now the problem is I don't have a silo, and on seasons, when you feed the animals, it's only good for a couple of days. That's about as much food as you can put in there. So it's not like I feed them, they're good for 10 days. In seasons, so I'm going to have to store the food somewhere. So that's a ways off. We'll figure that out later on. But I just wanted to get the thoughts in your head of the plans I have. So remember that cultivator that we bought and then sold? In order for me to do cultivation jobs, I probably am going to need a cultivator. Which makes me want to think of, do I get rid of the culti plow? I mean, the culti plow would be good for our fields because I can plow and it's kind of cultivated and ready to go. The contract's done, but we're going to go ahead and finish it ourselves because if I just leave it there, it'll annoy me. But I know once I accept contract and the contract's done, it'll finish it itself anyways. There we go. And we will fold it up. Alright. So I am very pleased that the contracts is working because I'm excited to be on a new map, first of all. Let's collect that. Yeah, so like field 78, almost 20 grand. But so if you go in here, field 78 is, I found it earlier before I came on here and I went, wow, that feels big. There's 79 and 80. There's 76, 77, 78. Right here. Actually, it's right across the way. So you can see this little field here that we just did. It didn't take that long. So field 78, it's kind of interesting because it's got like a... I'm not sure what if that's a river or a riverbed going through there. But there's one way to find out. Although I'm seeing like a river right here. So if can I go straight? How do I... yeah, so if I come on out here, or if I track somewhere through here, or behind me, that will work as well. Well, I'm already facing this way, so let's go this way. Watch there be like a fence or something that I can't get to the road, because I do see a fence. But the good news is the fence is on the other side of the road. People are out walking in the rain. I'm not sure, you know, well, it's spring. It's 44 degrees out, so they feel pretty happy with it. Is this like a sawmill down here? This map has so many things on it. Actually, it could be like a silo? What is this place? Compost factory. All right. For a first map for this guy, he did a pretty good job with just, you know, adding things like that. So there are a lot of animal dealers around, but from my thing I read, every animal dealership sells different kind of animals. So I can't, like, this is boars, heads, pigs, and horses. So I don't think I can come in here and buy like cows or anything. Let's see if I can find where's the I don't have triggers on, so that could be my main problem. Let me go in here and we'll turn on I even forgot where that button is, to be honest with you. Help icons. Interactive zone markers on. Oh, okay. They're on, apparently. That looks like a storage for hay and stuff. This is an animal market. Am I mistaken here? Animal dealer, animal dealer. Well, no, let's fail to turn the HUD on. Open animal dialogue. One large pigeon closer. So apparently I kind of own it. Yeah, so here I can only buy pigs. There's a pig enclosure I guess I kind of own. I guess that's kind of the part of where, like he said, that there's universal areas or co-op areas that you don't have to buy to use. But I'm going to just try to use the places that we have on our own land. So right now we just have the sheep enclosure. So this should be field, yeah, this is interesting how we did this. So it's not a riverbed, and it's, well, I don't think it's a riverbed. It's just a tree of fields. a field with trees in the middle of it, per se. So yeah, if we go here, yeah, it's just trees going through it. So you can see trying to set off a worker in this field, it might be problematic. I don't know how course play would handle it either, but a field like this could be problematic. Even field like 103 is kind of would be a pain in the butt for a worker. 89 wouldn't be an issue or anything like that. So yeah, so you can see plowing this. I think it was a plow job, right? In field 78. Yeah, 20 is would make me 20 grand, which isn't bad. Might be something I do next episode or in the afternoon hours. Maybe. I mean, it is almost afternoon anyways now. But I think we're gonna head back to the farm, park this up, and we're gonna look at the sheep pen or enclosures a little bit. Maybe set up the water area, and maybe get a shed put down. I mean, it's raining out, so probably not a really great day for plowing a field. But I did want to show that the contracts do work. Just that when you accept the contract, easy there, cowboy, don't tip it over. A farmer's market. Just that when you accept the contract, the field will not turn green, so don't expect it to like I did. And then, of course, I try to plow a field with a Coltite plow. And you would, from what I remember on Ravenport, is it allowed me to cultivate the field, but didn't count it as plowing and cultivating. So the thing is, if I'm going to cultivate these kind of fields, I might go with the all-arounder because that's a lot bigger. And with this tractor here being a 780 horsepower, we should have no problem cultivating with that big sucker. And of course, it'll get the job done in no time because that's working speed is 19 miles an hour. So we are going to need a shed at the sheep enclosure anyway. Well, I will for starters for vehicles. I think the red barn, I'm kind of glad I didn't sell that because I might put the bales in there. I should actually go in there to make sure that the rain's not going through, because that's where we're going to store our hay in the future for the sheep. I don't know how many sheep I can actually hold in there. Careful over this bump. Let's go ahead and turn that engine off. Don't want to be wasting my fuel. Yep, no rain coming through here at all. Perfect. So we'll probably store our bales in here. So yeah, we're probably going to buy that, like I said, the Massey Ferguson. Where I used that somewhere. Did I use that on not Mercury Farms, on Ravenport? This one right here. Although this New Holland, it looks kind of interesting, but I don't think that can have. Can that have a? Oh, this can have a front loader attacher to it. Ho ho ho. The horsepower really doesn't matter too much. I mean, how much horsepower can I go up to? 130. I mean, 110 would be good. What's the price of this? 85 compared to 78. And I can go up to 165 horsepower on that? Ooh. I mean, but do I need 165 horsepower on this? You know, it's things to think about. But I do like the looks. I haven't used this yet. Now, if I remember, this should be on the mod hub, on the Giants mod hub. So you can have the New Holland design, Viticari, or Fiat. I'll just call it a Fiat. New Holland red. How's that New Holland red? That looks like New Holland blue. Don't know. Yeah, so that can go up to 130 horsepower. It's a little bit more expensive. GPS might be something I need. Front loader attacher, yes. Wheel setup, narrow profile, narrow twins, 'Twins, 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 ' Yeah, we'll probably use this because I haven't used this one yet. And of course, I can't go with the design I want though. That's the problem. I mean, it's not a problem. But I don't want all my tractors looking the same anyway. So yeah, we'll probably dig into this one. I'm not going to be money conscious on here. If I get to a point where I need the cash, we'll just keep borrowing. Of course, I don't know how much money we can borrow anyways. Wow, it's really coming down. What is the forecast for the day like? So it's not like regular base game forecast. Looks like the rain stops somewhere between 3 and 6 o'clock. And then starts again. Oh, man. That okay, so it's going to be pretty much raining until... Rain. Yeah, so this is going to really suck. So that's the third day, the fourth... no, wait. Second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day. So right here, this Wednesday, probably would be the day that I would mow the grass. But you can see the problem right there. Rain. Wind speed's only at 3. Not a good day for the grass to dry into hay. I mean, these days would be good for hay drying because look at the wind speed and the drying potential. It's great. As for here, yeah, not so much. That's a couple days away though, and man, as a farmer and it's 45 degrees out, I really don't want to go out and stand in the rain. But I want to get my implements out of there because driving up, as you've seen, driving up over that hump in that barn kind of a sucks. Yeah, soil moisture is only at 17. 25% crop moisture. Growth is at 33. Yeah. Okay, so the best place to put this shed, I don't know. I mean, do I want to put it down here out of the way, or do I want to put it up here? I don't want to put it anywhere in the road because I can see what that does, and actually, I don't need that big of a shed, do I? For now? I don't know. How about we just go in here and we look at sheds? I haven't really downloaded any new sheds recently, so it's kind of the ones that we already have. Here are the ones that come into this mod. There's the shed that we kind of have, or is it this one? I think it's this one right here. That's the garage area. A white shed. And of course we got the old good Alien Gym sheds. I have used those quite a bit, but I'm kind of might be leaning towards those. There's a barn. 15,000 for that barn right there. That's not a bad one, but I bet you that thing is a huge. Price is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bays for $10,000. That's not a bad price. Probably what I should do, like always. Let me get out of this here. Come in here, because if I did the same thing with the garage, I don't want to do it again. Save game. Turn off autosave. All right, back in here, back in the sheds. Where was that 6-bay beauty here? This is by Modding Welt, or Welt Modding probably. Details. It's all about the details. Yeah, no, I don't own the land. I'm just moving the screen. And I don't want to put it right against the fence post, but no regrets. Cost me $10,000 evenly. Okay, so it doesn't really change the terrain when it places down. Nope. So that is a problem. So you can see right here. Yeah, there's a big gap here. There is a big gap there. Did I turn on... Activate extended placeable. That was not activated. Alright, take 2. Which means me exit the game and trying that again. Well, after fiddling around with the other shed for a little while, yeah, it didn't matter with the global company if that placeable marker was checked or not, because it did the same thing over and over again. So, if you watch my series enough and you know Alien Jim well enough, and then you know what this is. Yeah, it's one of those buildable sheds. So you can see when I place that down, it terraformed the land around it for me. It does kind of cover up this fence post a little bit, because I was not expecting it to be that far off, but it is what it is. It doesn't actually affect this over here that much, and I can probably terraform it a little bit if it bothers me later on, but, you know, we need a shed for our equipment, so we will terraform this a little bit, and we will go ahead and build ourselves the shed. It should be facing the correct way, because the trigger was out here to build it, and decided to go with a brick look. Unfortunately, though, the rain kind of comes through a little bit here. It's not a full rain through. I mean, that's what it looks like when it's outside raining, so it's not that bad. Yeah, I don't know if that has a snow mask on it or not, because that could be a problem for, like, trailers and such. So I may have to change that later on. That's not what I wanted. That's me kind of getting like, oh man, what am I doing here? Kind of a sound. So let's go ahead and I will unfold the plow. Let's go ahead and drop this off here. No, I didn't. No. Easy, easy. There we go. Let's go ahead and hook that up. And we'll drive around. Now, the one thing I just realized I probably also did is there's not much space here between the shed and the field. Maybe it's enough. So when the crop is growing, it's going to be a little bit difficult to not, you know, I don't want to drive into it. A thing called crop destruction. So yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and get my coal-type plow out of here. Now, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this just yet. If I'm going to be doing contracts, I just can't use this, which kind of sucks. But it's not the end of the world either. I was trying to kill 2 birds, 1 stone by buying this. Meaning I wouldn't have to buy a plow and a cultivator, but yeah, you can't. The game's like, no. You're not going to do that to us. No. When you do work for us, we want you to use a proper plow and cultivator. As for the plow, I think I'll do what I did like on the Pacific Northwest. We will go ahead and we will stick it right up against the shed on the side. I always have to put this plow down unfolded, because if you fold it up and try to put it down, it'll just tip right on over. So let's go ahead and back this in. Not into the wall, but that's what you did, Peanut. I know. I do it all the time. Lower. There we go. And it should stay right there. So that shed over there will probably, like I said, just use to put in our bales in the future. Can I terraform around that? I don't know. Oh, it's a little bumpy there. Let's see if I can. Oh, before we go any further, you know, I'll leave the autosave off for now. I'm not losing much if the game were to somehow crash on me. As he says, like I was getting ready to say, it hardly ever crashes, but you never know. Should be on smooth. Let's up the power on the smoothing tool. Yeah, should be a little bit better. Let's up the size of the area that we're covering here. Just trying to turn around. It better not keep my finger away from the trigger because I don't need to be... We'll just level this out so it looks a little bit better. Yeah, I want to get that marker off the field before I accidentally triggered something here. And I think we'll just smooth this out here. Actually, let's go to flatten. Yeah, let's change landscaping mode. No. Change modification shape. Flatten is what? These two buttons here. Okay. That's what I wanted. Yep. And why can't I can't change that, huh? Interesting. Okay. Be that way. I mean, it does look a little bit better here. Okay, not so much there. It's funny when I put the shed down, it changes terraforming around here, but I can't change. Maybe I can't change it because of the shed. I don't know. It doesn't look too bad, but I got to go back in here because I need to put down the grass. Because if I don't put down the grass, I'll just stay like short grass. I'll come right around here, and the more grass, the better, because I can mow it later on. Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll just leave it like that for now. Should be all set everywhere else. Alright, so there it is. It's noontime. We have a shed down. Oh, okay, now the rain's not coming through it. Maybe the game had to register that the shed was here. Okay. That should be good to go then. Perfect. Where is my light switch here? I already forgot where the light switch is. Oh, right outside the center here. Perfect. So we got a place to put some of our equipment. But, yeah, we're going to have a lot of equipment coming in the next couple of days. So, probably in the afternoon hours, we may take, like, a big contract to start bringing in some cash. Like I said, we got to buy a combine, header. We're going to buy that New Holland tractor. I need to get the sheep kind of ready. Like I said, I do believe this is a food trough. Oh, there was an update to the animal extension. Oh, they moved it out here now. So today there was actually an update to the animal extension, so now it moved it out here. Yeah, we can definitely see this is the water trough because now it's raining out. I'm getting water in here. So, yeah, I think maybe we'll fiddle with this and kind of get this set up. Trying to figure out how I'd want to put it. Probably put the... Maybe we'll put like the pipe that fills up this trough like right here. Kind of like coming up here and angle it out and dumping into there. And we'll put like the shut off. I can't put it there because that's where the wool is. I don't know how far I can go with that. Yeah, maybe I'll just put it like right next to it. Maybe I'll just put it like right here. Because I don't know if these sheep are going to get dirty like they do in the Pacific Northwest because I have not used this placeable area for sheep yet. But yeah, in a couple days time, we should, you know... Does it say day 1 early spring? I thought it said day 2 before. Is it because I reset the days and didn't save the game and reload? That could be kind of confusing. So we're at day 1 again? Okay. Yeah. That could be a thing. So we might be at day 1 again. But I think all of our settings are still the same, right? Yeah, we got wheat 100%. That kept all the same. Yeah, I think we're okay. That's why you don't want to change the days in the middle of the season. It can really screw up the calendar. Like I just did. So we're at day 1. So we got a few days to go. That's okay. It gives me a little more time to prep up for the sheep. Yep, those are all good to go. The problem is the ground temperature is at 45. No, that's the wrong... 43 degrees. Okay. We should be fine. We're fine by a couple of degrees. Hopefully the temperature gets nice and warm in a couple days and that warms up. But I think that's what we're going to call it for today. So we finished seeding our oat field. We changed the number of days in the seasons from 9 to 6. We found out contracts do work. Peanut's an idiot. Peanut did put down the shed though and did a so-so kind of a job putting it down. And we get to keep our equipment kind of dry for now. What else do we do? We bought a plow and yeah, that's all we've done so far. but it seemed to make the time go by rather quickly because it's noon. So yeah, in the afternoon hours, I'll be probably doing a contract, maybe that nice decent one down here. I'll probably start doing that before I start recording, get most of it done, and bring it back. Because $20,000, that's going to help us out quite a bit. Plus, I got plenty of time to kill over the time, and maybe I'll look into cultivators. Like I said, I have to buy an actual cultivator. I don't know if a disc harrow will work on a cultivating job, since a subsoiler does not work on a plow job, even though a subsoiler repairs fields for spring. It can be used instead of plows, fertilizers, spreaders, improve the harvest. See, I thought that would have worked, but then again, I should have known better, and yeah, I was an idiot. So cultivators, yeah, we did buy this one. That's 8 meters. This is almost twice the size, but it's almost twice as much. But the speed is also nice as well, and we couldn't make it look like design color also. Yeah, sure, why not? We're talking 96 grand for something like that. How much horsepower does it require? 520. We got that covered. Yeah, we might take some cultivating jobs as well for the springtime. Work other people's fields, bring some cash in so we can afford more things. Like I said, guys, that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time in Hazzard County. But until then, have a good one.